Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of 2 videos we got for you today.
But first, an important new word from our sponsor.
What are we working out today?
Look, these things won't stay in. Damn it.
You having trouble?
Yeah.
They're brand new. Let me see. Oh, geez, man, you've got a mustache coming out of your ear. That's so gross. Here, use the Weed Whacker 2.0. It'll take care of your ears and your nose. Stop being gross.
Huh? What do I do with this?
Guys, you only get one chance at a first impression. Make sure it's a good one. It's time to level up your groom game with the Weed Whacker 2.0 nose and ear trimmer. Get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com/Angry Joe Show.
I can hear a lot clearer now.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good.
Good.
That's good. You got to get rid of that. I have a particular problem with that. I got the grandpa issue. My grandpa had the longest hair, so I use that all the time.
It takes care of everything.
And it just comes back in 1 week, so I need this incredibly. It's embarrassing. We're moving on. Let's go to AJS News.
This week,
Not looking forward to it, but we're going to do it. One chip challenge.
OJ and I will be doing the 1 chip challenge. We'll have a video for you posted on YouTube. It's real hot, and we've done it before, so we're going to do it again. I hear this one turns your mouth blue.
And it's from 2022, so
It's vintage.
they'll get some extra spiciness.
Yeah.
Cool, y'all.
And that's because of the charity stream that we did last year, and we're going to do the charity stream again this Friday. So
Yes.
this Friday, 4 p.m., twitch.tv/Angry Joe Show. Come watch us, and we'll have a special guest, Dr. Evil, longtime moderator of the show, will be joining us. And I'm going to have several commands where you can make him do even nastier stuff.
Make our community manager do nasty things.
And so if he ever did anything to you that you didn't quite
if
like,
he banned you, if he told you, if he deleted your message, make him do some things
make him
because
eat
he
some-
wanted to be a part of it.
he chose to do this, and so I've
And
got
it's a great cause.
It is.
It
It's
is.
Lupus Foundation of America. So, we do this every year. It's always a ton of fun. We'll have a wheel of misfortune that, will spin, and whatever it lands on, we have to do.
Nervous. I'm nervous.
So, I'm more nervous about the 1 chip, but there will
This
be.
is because of last year.
Yes.
You guys
Yeah,
got
we-
challenged. To
we hit the level,
goal.
we hit the goal, and so we,
This chip will shock you. I don't want to get shocked.
I don't know, but so
Come hang out with us Friday, 4 p.m. Central. Okay. Yeah, in other AJS news, we are, in fact, working on a Dead Island 2 review. We're having a lot of issues, which we will be talking about in the second video for Jedi Survivor. Just a miserable experience, several bugs. So please stay tuned for that. There will be a review there, but expect some delays. So stay tuned for those 2 reviews coming, but you have to be patient because of the recent PC ports being garbage. All right, Alex, what the hell else has happened in gaming news over the past week?
Sony has announced that they plan to sell 25 million units of PlayStation 5 into retail in the current fiscal year, really trying to push this thing forward. They've got their supply up, and they're just trying to get the PlayStation 2 in as many hands as they possibly can. They have a ton of releases coming up. We know about like the Spider-Man games and some of these other big ones that are finally coming out. And they're big pushes, so they're really trying to make sure that people can play their games, and and not wait for 5 years for a bad PC port. So you get to play it. You get to play it now. So
Oh, yes.
I know a lot
So
of
it
people.
kind of hinders the scalpers now.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a ton of people. There's lots of reports of people who have been scalping the PS5 for years, and they've been sitting on them, trying to sell them even for retail. And it's like, why would I buy it from you on eBay when I can just go to Target and buy it there?
Exactly.
So it is wonderful to see people lose a bunch of money,
Good on
and
them.
scalpers are the worst.
Hold out.
So hopefully they lose a bunch of money and have to eat ramen for a really long time.
That's what you get.
We got some announcements this week that Cyberpunk from CD Projekt Red about Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. That says that fans will get hands-on opportunities with Phantom Liberty before it launches. They went on to tweet that journalists and content creators are also going to get the opportunity to play. It seems like they've maybe learned a little bit, and then the hype machine isn't going right now, right? Like we're not seeing weekly releases of what's going to be coming out, and they said they're going to start talking about it more in June. But it is a good thing to see that they're going to let people get their hands on it first, experience what everything looks like, and the feel of the game before it comes
And then
out.
go from there.
Because again, this is a paid DLC, and this is something that honestly I would have kind of expected as a consumer who got, for the most part, shit on with a bad release, a free DLC. Like, this is something that I didn't quite expect to pay. I almost expect this DLC to kind of get the base game up to an acceptable level. It's like where it should have been the first time I paid for the game, but I don't know. Trying to go in with an open mind and see what the release ends up looking like. But are you excited to play?
No, I'm not. I'm just not really excited. I'm just like, all right, I'll check it out.
What about it's got Idris Elba in it though? Come on.
Yeah, but the other one had Keanu, and I fucking love Keanu. But look at how that turned out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
maybe if they have him in the cat suit, then I'll be excited.
Oh my God, Joe! How
Butthole
dare
guy?
you bring that up? Cats. Put my cat's reface up there, Joe.
Yeah.
Fucking. Or wait, I don't think I ever uploaded that. That was too.
It was too horrifying.
Too violent.
Yeah, to
for-
terms of service violation.
terms
Yeah.
of
Look,
service
Jellicles
violation.
can what
Jellicles.
Jellicles do.
Oh my God, Joe!
Yeah,
No,
Jellicles.
I mean I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it better, right?
Nothing bad can happen.
It can't release in a completely fucked up state. I think we'll be
Right?
all right. Right? Oh, I should put that last bit. Right?
Yeah. I mean, this is something that we actually were expecting almost a year ago, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like this has been delayed quite a bit of time. They spent a lot of time fixing the base game.
Yeah.
People are loving it again. A lot of people came back after Edge Runners came out, and so there's been a lot more time to smooth everything out. So I, like you, expect it to be better, but
expect it.
I would not bet on it. Like that's not a.
It's still gonna have its issues, obviously.
Oh,
so
We got some great news if you are a Fortnite fan and you want to murder younglings. And that's what
I
you're doing
think
when you're
I-
playing Fortnite most of the time. Instead, you run around. Yeah,
I want to
Makes
murder
sense
you.
now.
Yeah.
they're adding Anakin Skywalker. He will be
Hey.
available tomorrow on May the 2nd, which is seems
they wanted to
early
just
May
hold
the
off.
4th.
Yeah,
But, I
May
mean,
the
they
4th.
wanted to.
We're gonna die, Annie. It's so that everybody can play it on the 4th, you know, and there not be, I don't know, server issues because Annie might crash the server. We're gonna die, Annie.
And just pull out your lightsaber and murder all the younglings.
Need the Gungan. You need to.
Well, they got Obi-Wan, right? I think they have Obi-Wan already.
That sounds right.
I don't know. They got fucking everybody, Joe.
Yeah,
Might as
that's
well
what I was
throw
thinking.
Obi-Wan in there too. Fortnite does what they do, and they do it hard.
They take care of their fans. You know,
Yeah.
it's like so. I played
Respect.
Call of Duty this weekend, and it's just miserable.
Motherfucker, we saw you playing Call
Did
of
you?
Duty. It was, I forget who I was playing with. It's like, Alex is playing Call of Duty? It's like, what? That motherfucker said he's not playing Call of Duty
Someone-
anymore. It's like, he's probably playing with the community. I
Yeah,
thought.
I was
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
with some people that asked me to play, and it's like, okay, I'll give it a shot.
Sure.
And it's just fucking boring with the shitty battle
Oh,
pass.
it was Patrick. He's because he was like, "Hey, did you hear about the pay to win DMZ stuff?"
yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, we did a news story about it."
Yeah. I actually want to talk to Patrick because Patrick's also a major Diablo guy, so we'll have to. But anyways, playing Call of Duty, there's nothing there, and so like Fortnite, as much as we shit on it because the gameplay isn't for me, they take care of the people. They're constantly giving them new ways to spend money.
Yes.
It's not necessarily pay to win shit, and so it's like there is a lot. As much as I talk shit, there's a lot of respect there, and so.
Yes.
Yeah. So good on you for giving people what they want. All right, let's talk about Activision Blizzard. And we'll get into the revenue stuff first.
Okay.
Activision Blizzard revenues jumped 35% as everything kind of comes together. So it's Call of Duty, Candy Crush,
Yes.
Warcraft, Overwatch, and Diablo. Pre-sales are going on right now. They're killing it. Up 35%. It's great news for them. All of their divisions are kind of happy and moving forward. Their total revenue, $2.38 billion in just this first quarter.
Just the first quarter too.
And they're just doing really well. And then other good news, the Ukraine approves Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Ukraine does.
What?
Like, that
Okay.
sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, but
Okay.
the problem is
That's
the UK
that's
did
the
not.
problem.
They blocked the acquisition. of
That's
Activision.
the problem.
Now, is for something that we didn't talk about a ton. They said that CMA says allowing Microsoft to take a strong position in cloud gaming would undermine innovation, saying that Microsoft could use this and release Call of Duty in a way that it's only available via, they mentioned Call of Duty, Overwatch, Warcraft, and said, like, no, this has them take too much of a market share in cloud gaming, gives them too much power. They actually already estimate that Microsoft has a 70% share in cloud gaming as is. So cloud gaming kind of seems to be what the CMA is caught up on. Microsoft was, of course, not happy. Bobby Kotick from Activision, not happy because they all want this thing. Because, he needs his Russian nesting yacht. And so Bobby Kotick said that Microsoft buying them would be good for competition. I don't see how...
He's got to say that.
I know he's got to say that, but
he's going to say that no matter
very
what.
stupid. It's like, even though it's like, look, if they buy them, it's not that bad, but definitely not good for competition. Bobby still, says dumb shit, but... Microsoft itself
he would probably say if we owned all the IPs, it would be good for the competition because we are handling it for them.
And there would be no competition, which is good for us as the
competition. We are our own competition.
Yeah, and so again, the CMA said 60-70% of global cloud gaming services is owned by Microsoft. They would use it towards their advantage, like all companies already use everything towards their advantage. And Microsoft's really upset about this, saying that, like, look, the UK has already separated themselves from the EU as far, financially speaking, and this isn't good. The UK wants to bring themselves up as far as technology goes and luring companies over there. And it's like, why would I do that if your regulatory bodies just simply do not understand technology and how business works? And because Microsoft is saying, like, you made a dumb decision, not based on your opinion one way or another, but it's just you didn't look at the facts correctly and you could not understand that, and you don't have business-minded people on, at the CMA. So I don't know. I mean, just reading these articles, it's like, look, this is kind of a weird reason to turn it down. There are a lot of other ones. It's like, hey, you would just lock away Call of Duty from PlayStation, but no, you already own too much cloud gaming stuff. Seems kind of
that's a weird trip up.
Yeah.
One of the articles I was reading, it said they could block it for 10 years if they actually do block it.
Yeah, if they do block it. Microsoft has already said that we are appealing 100%, and I mean they're talking about the Microsoft in interviews. It's like, I'm going to talk to the Prime Minister. I'm going to talk to everyone about this because we control your nation's security. He actually dropped lines. It's like, look, Microsoft helps run your goddamn country. The nation's security is something that we take ownership of.
Are you serious? That's some fucking big implications there. If motherfucker said, hey, make this merger go through,
no.
Or maybe your missile defense system don't work.
Well, so this is what he said. Microsoft has been in the United Kingdom for 40 years, and we play a vital role, not just supporting businesses and nonprofits, but even defending the nation from cybersecurity attacks. But this decision, I have to say, is probably the darkest day in 4 decades in Britain. It does more than shake our confidence in the future of the opportunity to grow technology business in Britain.
It does, Joe. It does.
It's the
motherfuckers, let me remind you what we do for you.
So,
I love it.
Yeah.
It's
like, hey, you walking alone to your car tonight?
Love it.
It'd be a shame if something happened to you.
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's petty, but hilarious.
It's all about a potential concern about what could become the cloud streaming of games, like you see the streaming of movies on a network like Netflix he added. But this business is so small today that Microsoft can't even stream games to more than 5,000 people at a time. Now, this also goes on to say that as of right now, cloud streaming is only worth about $1 billion a year. Now, Activision Blizzard we're talking about making $1 billion this quarter, like as far as profit goes. So cloud gaming truly is fucking tiny in terms of the entire video game industry. So again, Microsoft is just trying to reiterate, it's like, it is a tiny section of our business. And yes, we already massively control it, but it's this big. And so this little thing being the hang up is just like, why are you canceling? Like, you got to give me a better reason. So Microsoft is going to appeal. So the story's not over. We're going to continue to talk about it, unfortunately.
Of course.
But this was a big update.
Yeah, that's huge.
It is.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess I don't really care either way. I was hoping that Activision would shape up under Microsoft's leadership, but I don't think I think the merger is still eventually going to go through. there's just so much money and so much power being thrown around here with
And
what
especially
you're doing.
the implications.
The implications if you don't let it go through.
Your cybersecurity threats. I'm just saying I'm handling them now.
It's just
I
going to
mean,
take a little longer than we thought. So get ready for more segments of the
Yeah.
Activision-Microsoft merger.
Hey, look, we eventually stopped talking about the epic Apple lawsuit.
Apple
Yes.
lawsuit.
And we haven't talked.
We don't have a full resolution on that one yet, do we?
They lost. I know that Epic just recently lost a small appeal. Like they lost another thing. We've talked about a lot of.
We'll have to put a document with all the major ongoing big ones because it is very easy for some of the stories to just fall off if there's
Yeah. And when was the last time we talked about Randy Pitchford? Remember?
Well, that's a good thing, Alex.
I know it's a very good thing. But I'm just saying, like all of these. It's like some of
They're
these big
keeping
stories.
him in check.
Yeah, he's got his giant pile of money, and he just doesn't need to do magic anymore.
Yeah.
All right, OJ, you had some really big news. I mean, monumental news.
Yes.
What?
This just in. There's a new Lego set coming out. Donkey Kong.
That's
Nintendo is joining up once again because they already have the Super Mario, the cool Nintendo one that I'm gonna get soon.
Yeah.
And now they have Donkey Kong. It's
Joe's
coming
big
out
into Legos, and he wanted you to know.
in August.
I mean, the Donkey Kong Lego actually looks kind of cool.
The treehouse looks
Cranky
pretty
Kong.
sweet.
I mean, it's
see it. Is it
it's
good?
interesting. You know, I mean, it's not bad.
Okay.
The Bowser one's pretty badass.
Well, Donkey Kong himself better be the biggest Lego
Yes.
fig.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, he's pretty
He's-
big.
I don't know. For the
there's-
picture, maybe that big. I don't know.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
way too
treehouse.
big.
There's a treehouse set. There's a minecart ride set. The minecart set actually is kind of interesting. I don't give a shit about Dixie Kong's Jungle Jam. No, don't care. There's a
Treehouse
rhino,
of mine.
Rambi the rhino. So big news.
Yeah.
Big news. In,
Big
in-
news
in
for
Legos.
you Lego lovers.
And Mario's hot right now. Everyone's gonna get on it. It officially crossed $1 billion
yes.
worldwide. Just got finally released in Japan recently. So that number is going to continue to climb.
Yep.
So, okay. Anything else you want to add for this one?
Yeah, I got one. So a correction to last week's story on my part. The reception in the AJS News comment section were very angry that I went on my rant while not letting you finish. So I am aware that sometimes I interrupt Alex, very aware of it. Sometimes I'll go on these angry rants and don't let him finish. So you guys are reading his facial expressions,
My face
and
is-
it seems Alex is very frustrated with me.
I just
So-
have resting bitch face, and so a lot of people are like, he's mad. It's like, my face just looks like that.
He's not used to it. Anyways, but I do want to address it because a few of you have brought it up. We're going to let Alex read his stories completely. I'm going to shut up. Even if I have an angry rant building, I can hold it for a few more seconds until he's finished. Finished reading. So I'm not above, taking criticism. So we'll try to, and I think we did a good job about it.
Yeah.
In this particular episode and in future episodes. It's just if it pops up. But I just don't want people fucking hypering in because as friends here, we often interrupt each other and it's just, but when it gets bad, we'll do it. So I apologize for that rant on, Dark and Darker without letting Alex finish. And then also, I was a little misinformed on the Dark and Darker situation. I highly recommend a YouTube channel called Kira, Kira TV, Kira, who has a bunch of really informative videos that go super in-depth. I may read one article before we do our news, but this guy has clearly gathered a lot. So the situation is far more complex. Now, a lot of people are saying I'm an idiot. They're guilty, clearly, based upon a lot of this stuff. And I guess we'll see as the court case plans out. But for a situation like that, they were like, Joe, don't just jump on to the indie side and say that they're innocent. And I'm saying, no, I'm not saying they're innocent. What I'm saying is you can't really copyright game ideas and things like that. So it gets into a legal gray area. But obviously, if they are copying code and plugging it right in, like I used the example with the bucket and the water and shit, then that is absolutely bullshit. And it's a shame because we all
Really like the game.
really
Yes.
looking forward to it. But if that's in fact what happened, then they need to own up to it and pay for it. And I guess that will be one of our ongoing stories that we'll see how that actually pans out.
I
So
was super surprised we actually didn't get an update this week. I thought something was going to happen, but I guess that now's the time where they're going to be going through like discovery phase and kind of prepping everything. But we'll let you know when we get stuff.
So a little
Hopefully next
more.
week.
Yep. So a little more of letting Alex finish his reading his news stories before we react. Maybe if you want, we're gonna have it super structured where Alex just finishes reading and is like, "What do you guys think?" And then Joe can start, and then I can start. If that makes you happy, or if you want to just keep it dynamic with less interruptions, we can do that.
Dynamic.
And then you want to do dynamic? I
Yes.
know, because it's not really a problem amongst us, but people, want to defend Alex, and that's fine. He's reading the news, and that's good. I appreciate the feedback, and it's good feedback. But I have some feedback. There is a ridiculous $1,000 collector's edition statue of everyone's favorite video game character. Quite clearly the new favorite in a legendary franchise, and they want $1,000, $1,099, which I would have already said that's too much for anything, right? Unless it's got fucking LEDs, makes me breakfast, gives me a hand job, and then fucking
That's a hand career. That's not a hand job.
yeah. And but guess what it is?
I don't know.
What is this picture right here? They use this particular picture. Last of Us 2 Abby Collector's Edition.
Look how big her
statue.
arms are.
Damn,
The
now you
golf
can
scene?
see her
Is
arm.
it the golf scene?
Yeah.
Just like-
Immortalized. Just blood everywhere.
Gallagher,
Joel's brains all over the thing for $1,000.
If it's like detailed.
You fucking bitches. This is the best character, and your favorite character's brains are all over the. Anyways. So they promo this. It's hardcore Last of Us 2 fans, and there's a lot of them out there. They can now get their hands on the Abby collectible statue called the Confrontation.
It's fucking jacked.
Jesus,
That's why I said hand career.
Yeah,
It's not a job.
like she's like 5 Alexes put together, and she's got, and we love Abby for that. We want
The
Abby
gameplay
in
was
Mortal
great.
Kombat.
Abby's
12.
gameplay was great.
We actually enjoyed
Actually
it.
did, yeah.
She's holding a pistol, and she's at, what is this, Joe?
I don't know.
I don't know, a fucking doorway? It's not even that great of a statue, but it's a highly detailed 23-inch statue with, oh my God, swappable arms that allow Abby to hold a handgun or a hammer.
She's got two
An
hands.
LED illumination lamp and a swappable bonus right arm that lets her hold a Molotov cocktail. The statue is limited. Only 400 are going to be made. Get them as soon as possible or they're going to sell out.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm
$1,000.
Yeah.
good. That's
In the meantime, those wanting to expand their collection will have to set aside another $1,000 for the Ellie statue that is on its way. It'll follow up this statue, and I guess they'll probably kind of mirror each other. She'll be on one side, and then probably Abby's on or Ellie's on the other. So, just wanted to let y'all know to save your pennies because this is a required purchase.
Man, it's just like sitting the statues like, God, I got to go to the gym more. It's like,
Yeah.
arms like that. God.
That'll constantly remind you.
no. I'd rather buy the Legos Death Star.
Yeah. I got another juicy one, but we'll save it for the second video.
All right, well, make sure that you guys check out our One Chip Challenge video. OJ and I will be torturing ourselves for your pleasure. That'll be coming sometime this week. And then Friday is our charity stream where you get to
Join us.
punish Dr. Evil and us, but mainly Dr. Evil.
Mainly
I've got all sorts
them.
of disgusting things for all of us
I
to
didn't
eat
do anything to you
and,
guys.
and drink. Yeah, they love
I
torturing
didn't
you.
do anything to you guys.
So join us Friday at 4 p.m. Central. And also thank you so much to Manscaped. Check out the Weed Whacker 2.0. It'll take care of your nose hairs and your ear hairs.
Ear hair.
And yeah, you got to do it because it's distracting. You don't want the... No. Gross. Yeah.
Okay, guys, we'll see you on the next Angry Joe show. Bye, guys.